Hi, Paul. Good morning. Mhm. Meowy morning, Marlon. How are you today? Hi, Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Jack is not in. Jackie Boo. Oh, he's cozy. He's already been out and eaten, and that's it. You're a bit tired but wired, so I was yesterday. Daniel's doing good, just relaxing. Oh, what were we doing? I know what we're doing. Coffee. But first, coffee. Good morning, sweet Paul. How are you today? You're awake. Ladybugs. That's highly sus, Paul. Super Mario says, good morning, everyone in the Cat and Jack families. Hope you're all having a great morning. So, this is a friend of hmm, Michael or Nikita, or it is Nikita, another Nikita channel. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we're doing good, Paul. We made the mistake of staying up too late one night, and now, yeah, our sleep schedule's all screwy. That's okay though. We'll get it back. We'll get it back together eventually when we have to, when it really matters. Daniel says hello to Paul. Crimes for Kibbles. What up, dog? Hello. How are you? Great name. Hi, Carl. Daniel says I feel really clean from my warm shower I had. What would you do if the water went out? My water went out yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. I'm just kidding. It did go out though, and I was like, this is weird. This hasn't happened in a long time. What do you think, Jack? Say, luckily we weren't in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, because no, we did nothing yesterday. Jed said, I'm tired but debating on making homemade mac and cheese, possibly. Oh, sounds yummy. I absolutely automatically assumed you were, Daniel. Hi, Snow the Squirrel. So good to see you. If you make the homemade mac and cheese, you're probably going to be up longer. But then once you eat it, you'll be really ready to sleep. Crimes, did I read this? He's a handsome boy. Jack would say thank you if he was awake. But thank you. Carl says, I want a birthday suit. Carl, you have a birthday suit. Daniel's laughing and says, aw. Snow the Squirrel says, so good to see your live stream. It was so good to catch you the other day. And you have a bunch of animals, though. I think I heard a bunch of birds in the background. Is that right? Hi, Chew. Good morning. But, yes, your squirrel is amazing. There's Michael. Michael says, good morning, Cat and Jack families, and to our beautiful Jack. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Just getting ready to go back to sleep with Snowflake because 8:15 comes quick for her first shot. It sure does. Well, it's good to see you, Michael. And sweet dreams. Jen says, yeah, I know. I'll be up longer. I've been dealing with my washing machine pausing itself, doing the jeans loads off balance. I'm guessing. Dystopia says, beautiful. God bless the dog. Amen. Hi, how are you, Dystopia? Marlon is laughing. What are you up to, Marlon? What's on your agenda for today? Working out? Daniel says, I need a drink. Me too. I should go do a tequila shot. Oh my goodness. Carl says, you all picked on me yesterday. Did we really, Carl? Are you sure you didn't pick first? I think we talked about that yesterday, about how I wondered if we were picking on Carl or not, but no. Sometimes Carl comes in and starts it. And by the way, Carl, I don't know about your family, but me with four brothers, we all picked on each other because we loved each other. It was all in fun. So if you don't see it that way, I'm sorry. That's the way I see it. Marlon says going to the gym. Yeah, last time for the next 10 days. Wow. Is this part of your workout plan or are you, well, tell me what's going on. Good coffee. Daniel says nice. You know, it just so happens I found this bottle that my daughter left. It's just sitting there waiting for me. Hi, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. How are you? Happy Thursday, and hey guys, hey there. Michael says Nikita said hi to everyone. She wasn't feeling well. Her mom and her family rushed Nikita to the ER after her getting chest pain. I hope she's okay. Marlon says it is planned. Well, was planning to take time off now, but not home next week, so decided to do the break then. Okay. I'm fixing to sneeze. I didn't really get that one out. It was just sad. Sad and unsatisfying. Sad and unsatisfying. Poor, sad Jack. Bailey, I saw that. Good morning, Bailey Smith. Thank you, Paul. Ooh. Michael says she has a special pump that helps her diabetes that's attached to her tummy. Okay. Is something wrong with that? What was causing her chest pain? Jack. Hi, buddy. Oh, and also, Michael, who is it that, who is Super Mario? That's one of you guys. Michael says, I say it was McDonald's fries she ate. I don't like McDonald's. Well, let's hope that's all it was. Crappy food gave her indigestion. Why are they always so busy though, McDonald's? It's like, I don't know. When we moved here from Florida, that was one of the big things we noticed was that all the restaurants were always full here. Didn't matter what night of the week it was, they were full. Same thing with the fast food places here. They're obnoxious. Except for Taco Bell and Hardee's. What's up with that? Two of the best places. Jed says, I got mostly my first fan art drawing done, Cat. Oh, exciting. Michael says, I'm a big fan of Subway and Wendy's. Wendy's isn't doing that great anymore either. You know what was good about Wendy's was, besides the Where's the Beef lady, what was good about Wendy's was the salad bars they would have. Carl says, I want McDonald's now. What time is it there, Carl? It's a little early. Go have McDonald's. Are you working today? Do you ever order like Uber Eats, Carl? Cat is paying for it? Oh my. Shots fired. Jack, did you hear that? You're going to go hungry because Carl wants us to pay for his McDonald's. What would you have at McDonald's, Carl? You know what I haven't had? I know I would be sorely disappointed. I haven't had a Big Mac in forever, but I know I'd be very disappointed. I might as well just keep it a nice memory in my head. Michael says American Steakhouse is good also. I've never heard of that. Nope, never heard of it. But as you can tell, I don't go out to eat much, so I don't know all the restaurants. Just whatever happens to be by a Walmart, I will see on my way to work. Anything near a grocery store. Say, what's up, Little Caesars $8 pizza? After a long day at work? Heck yeah. hot and ready. Pizza, pizza. I'll pay for pizza, Carl. Michael likes Chinese food. I'm always afraid to try something new with Chinese food. I always get the same thing. Hi, Sarah Washington. How are you? Carl says, what is Uber Eats? It's a company you can call and say, hey, bring me some McDonald's. Well, I guess you have an app on your phone and say, hey, I'd like a Big Mac from McDonald's. And they send somebody to go get it and they bring it to you. Hi, Todd. The night is going well. Thank you. And thank you, Jaxus. Thank you. It's good to see you. Oh my gosh, Lee. Good morning, Lee. Lee says hello to Paul. And hello, world. Hello, Lee. How are you? What's today? It's Thursday. It's Lego's Live Day. Michael says my mom makes her own stir fry and slow rice and homemade egg rolls. No way, the homemade egg rolls, I'll die. Oh my gosh. I have figured out all the inside goodness of an egg roll. So I make what I call a deconstructed egg roll casserole. But I don't have any kind of breading or the outside layer, which is like, oh, so it makes the egg roll, right? And Paul says, hello, Lee. You don't have it there, Carl, huh? Interesting. Do you have, I wonder if you have something else called something else there. Lee at Magnetic North Adventure says, I'm doing good, thank you. Hope you are as well. Thank you. Are you well? Yes. I'm putting my own words into everybody's mouth. Michael says yes. Michael, is the Super Mario screen name one of you guys? Hi, Talon. It's Carl Goes Live Day. Yay. Okay, cool. So Lee says we have Uber in UK. Do you have the Uber Eats? You don't know who Super Mario is. It's interesting because they came in and said the same thing you guys do. And it's just you guys that always come in and say, hello, Cat&Jack families. Interesting. Daniel says, I am back. I got it. Daniel, you are banned forever. Marlon says, I have a very special guest today. Oh, do you really? Who is it? And yes, we do. So it seems like Carl would have it also, especially in Dublin. Carl says companies deliver themselves here. Okay, Carl. Michael says, I can ask my daughter when she wakes up. Yeah, ask. Arlos Magnets. Well, I'll be glad to meet somebody new. That's awesome. Hi, Raven. Raven Rebel is here. Greetings from across the pond. Hello, Jack and Cat. Hello, Raven. How are you? Daniel said, what? Daniel, am I supposed to remember now? Lee says, hi, Raven. And Rosie, hi. Oh, what? You like bananas? Yes, I like bananas. What? I remember what now? You tried to sneak that in. I saw you, Daniel. Open it from the end, the opposite end, the bottom. It opens easier that way. Michael says, I love grapes. I love raisins. Sarah says, so content. He is. Or are you? That would be good too. Oh, there's Raven, and there is Dolly. Good morning, both of you. Have you both been up all night? Good morning, sweet Dolly. Sarah says raisins, yes. Raven Rebel says Jack, walkies? Sorry. He's not impressed. Jed says, hello, Rosie. I'm making homemade mac and cheese after a careful debate this morning. We all decided he was going to make us macaroni and cheese. Lee says, psst, Jack. Dreamland is over. It wasn't nice, Mom. Daniel says, aw, and thank you. Carl says, I don't eat bananas. You don't, Carl. How come? They're yummy. You need a little sweetness in your life, Carl. Raven Rebel tries it again. Walkies? Nope. He needs a treat to be more active, does he? Guess what? He's got one little treat left. Oh, good question. Paul says, what kind of cheese or cheeses do you use, Jed? How do you keep your macaroni and cheese from being too dry? And soaking up all the cheese and just being blah. Dolly says, I've been sleeping but woke to see you live. Going back to sleep. I like bananas. They are yummy. I love you, Dolly. Me too. Bananas are great. They're so much fun. So many things you can do with them. Hi, Lady Sky. Just Love Lydia is here. Hello, Lydia. Good morning. One more day. One more sleepies. Raven says perhaps he needs a what? Am I not enough? Why would he need a girlfriend? Jack, I'm offended. Lee says, hello, Lady Sky. And Just Love Lydia says, hey, everyone. Carl says, I'm banned from Cat's chat. Carl, I love you forever. Lady Sky says, hi, Lee at Magnetic North Adventures. Lady Sky, have you ever caught one of Lee's live streams or his premieres or just see what he goes out and does? It's a lot of fun. And it's really pretty over in England. Rosie says, hi to everyone I missed. So Jed says for his macaroni and cheese, he's using Fiesta cheese, which is like a Mexican blend. Is that what it is or no? Lady Sky says 3 days till Easter. Jack, what are we going to do for Easter? Huh. Paul said hello to Lady Sky. Just Love Lydia says broken greetings. I don't know what that broken means, but I don't understand. But greetings to you, Just Love Lydia. Do you want? Oh, Just Love Lydia. Did you Do you already have your live stream tomorrow scheduled? Do you want to drop your link? Is what I'm wanting to know. for tomorrow's Friday, right? Her big day tomorrow. Everyone's saying hello. Hi, Skeeter. Good morning, Skeeter. Okay, Lee said Lady Sky has been there, yes. And she says, yep, Cat, good. Skeeter says, I feel you, Jack. You're tired out. Were you fishing all night? Did you fish last night? Okay, Jed says, yes, I believe a Mexican blend. Carl says, you don't. I'll have a bottle of band on my live stream. Lydia is sending love. Dana says hello to everyone. Dolly says much love and peace, friends. Hit that like, share, and blessings. Thank you so much, Dolly. Oh, not this again, darn it. It's like I'm compulsed. Well, good morning to you, too. Dana says sorry, I had to burp. Nobody heard you. It's okay. You didn't even have to say sorry. But good for you. You got to get it out, right? Raven says, sleep well, Dolly. Yes, sleep well, Dolly. Thank you for coming by. We love you. Paul says, hello there. Wassa says, I'm banned from Cat's Chat, too. Hi, Tommy. Good morning, doggy. From very sunny and beautiful Sweden. I'm jealous. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming all the way over here to little old Northeast Tennessee to say good morning to us. We appreciate you. Lee says hello there. Rosie says goodbye. Are you goodbying or are you saying goodbye to Dolly? Lady Sky says, how are you, Magnetic North Adventures? Wassa says hello. It's good to see you, Lee. Lydia says, peace be upon you, and also you. I feel like I'm in Catholic Church. Same to you, Lydia. It was very sweet. What ghost did you find? Aw, that's not a real ghost. That guy up there. Actually, I think it's more female than anything. Her name is Ghost. Sorry. I forgot that was there too. I could take that down. I lost Ghost, but I found her the other day. Rosie says, hello, Raven. What have you got going on, Raven? Any new videos or... Oh, yeah, you were live streaming yesterday. You and Dolly. Raven says, LOL, okay. I was getting excited then. Ghost. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys were asking, has anybody ever had any experiences? We're good, Lady Sky. How about you? Charging ahead, getting stuff done, getting stuff taken care of, Lady Sky, so eventually I can quit Pepsi. I'm on my, I'm working my path to exiting, my exit path. Daniel says to Rosie, how are you? I am doing just relaxing and seeing my YouTube friends. We appreciate you being here today. Usually you're listening to friends and hanging out gaming, right? Lee says he's going to have cheese on toast. Then I go out. What kind of cheese? Oh no, my longest stream ever. 2 hours, 59 minutes, 31 seconds. Gutted. 29 seconds short of 3 hours. Dang. Good morning, Ivy. So good to see you. Oh no, Lady Sky, I saw you were upset about something and you were going to talk to Yogi last night, but he won't tell me what it was about unless you said specifically he could. But I hope whatever it is will resolve itself. And I know you were upset. I hope you find some peace about whatever it is, my friend. Red, I've never heard of that. Something Chester? Cester or Chester? Lila. Nope. Nope. Hi, Sunny Cellular. Sunny Cellular. Hello. I'm not even going to try. Wassa says, oh, Raven, I forgot. I meant to bump you up my list of channels to explore. I love your kind of content. Lee says, hi, Ivy. Rosie says, awesome, Daniel. The best thing anyone can do is just relax. Daniel says, nope, I am not on the game. I'm glad you're here with us. Carl says, you're quitting Pepsi tomorrow. No, I'm paid for the next 2 weeks. I can't quit now. Plus, I have 3 or 4 weeks vacation. No, sir. Not yet. Wassa says, Carl, you have a nice cushy job for Cat with excellent benefits. Lee says, yes, it's orange cheese. Huh, I'm going to have to look that up. Sunny says, good. I'm glad to hear that. Daniel. Daniel says, Rosie, yep, bar butt. Lady Sai says, yeah, it's gotten me frustrated, but I know what to do now since Yogi helped me with it. That's cool. Raven says, Wassa, I'm out of action from ghost investigations at the moment. So AI has been a comfort. They've been making a lot of fun music videos. Wassa says, oh, okay, everybody's saying hello to each other. With Daniel sending love to Rosie. My nose is itching. Ivy says, Carl ignoring me. LOL. Carl. He says, I do, Wassa, cleaning the streets. Ooh. At least it's not walking the streets, right? Paul says, so much love on Cat's stream. It makes me smile to see and hear. Well, that makes me cautiously happy, Paul. Thank you. And thank you guys, because it's all about you guys. Wassa likes that idea. Cold. Jed says, I just got done making the mac and cheese. How is it? Have you taste tested it? Do you add hot sauce? Does anybody add like Louisiana hot sauce to their mac and cheese? Ooh, or to your popcorn? So good. Tommy Lingle. Hello, good morning. Puppy Power. Puppy Power? Who does that? Was that Scrappy? Scrappy Doo? Aw, Carl says, hi, best friend Ivy. To be fair, Ivy, I don't know if I read aloud you saying anything to Carl, so he may not have heard it. And that might be because I didn't say it. Daniel says, love y'all more. Aw. Lady Sky says, sometimes I just don't know what or how to believe in anything these days, Cat and Jack. I know. I know. Ivy says, Chad, good morning. Hi, Toy Pups. Good to see you. You do add hot sauce, Paul. Jed says I can't do much hot sauce. Me neither. I don't particularly care to have my mouth burn so much I can't taste something, but I do like the light flavor. I just love the flavor so much. Good night, Toy Pops. Wassa says, Lady Sky, I can sympathize with that feeling. And Jed says, hi, Ivy, back. I feel like Jack looks comfy, cozy, cute. I thought you were going to sleep. If you feel like Jack looks, I think you're doing pretty good. Oh, now she says, hey. He says, okay, folks, have a good day. I'm getting ready to head out to meet the guests. All right, excited. I can't wait to see. Lee will be live at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, or is it differently? Ivy says, hello to Toy Pups. Hi, Other Dragon. How are you? Toy Pups. Raymond says, have fun, Lee. Carl says, I'm talking to Tina. Tell her we send her our love and hope she heals quickly. Toy Pups says, sweet dreams, guys. Oh, thanks, Ray. Oops, chat. Thank you, Raven. Raven says, hit the like and show the love. Jit says, I'll probably start my dishwasher after this. Wassa says, I used to love hot sauce, but after I woke from my coma, I couldn't eat anything hot anymore. Even vinaigrette was burning me. They said I was crazy until I looked it up, and there is capsaicin in it. Ivy says, I think I went to sleep at 7. No wonder I'm up so early. I wanted to. I was like at 3 o'clock, I was ready to go to sleep. I was ready to take a nap. And that's what got me in this weird sleep schedule thing right now is too long of a nap. So what are you going to do with all this time and energy you have, Ivy? Paul says, bye, Lee. Wassa says, toy pups. Carl says, I'll pour the hot sauce down the drain. Oh, it's your money, buddy. Ivy says, Wassa, my goodness. Jed says, that's good news to hear, Rosie, and I'm doing good, especially on my fan art drawing of the person for my first time too, Rosie. Lady Sky says, sorry, Cat, not trying to cause issues in your chat room. I don't, unless your problem is with somebody in this chat room, I think you're fine, Lady Sky. And if you remember, when you said what you said, everybody kind of agreed and said they go through that too. So it's okay to talk about stuff, Lady Sky. Daniel says, I think I need to go. Go do your happy poo. I'm rooting you on. Go, Daniel. Go, Daniel. And if you need any help, have some Ivy's coffee because that always helps. His coffee is everything right now. That's what I said this morning. Jed says, I haven't slept yet. I don't think you've ever been here where you just woke up for the day, Jed. Do you have work today? Did you say you do? You work for your stepmom, or was that yesterday? All my days are blending. Wassa says it's weird, but when you suffer the kind of trauma I did, I guess your brain can rewire a few things? Question mark. Well, you are living proof of that. I don't doubt anything, Wassa. Carl says I didn't sleep. How come, Carl? Ivy says I'm going to find some horror movie or crime documentary to watch. Raymond says, right, everyone, I've got to go. 8:35 a.m. here. Got things to do. Places to see. Things to do. Yes. Raven, bye. Thank you for coming by. I hope you have a adventurous but safe day. Toy Pups. she says, Lady Sky, I thought she was going to sleep. Jed says, I put 3 big handfuls of Fiesta cheese. Do you put butter or anything else in it? Raven says, bye everyone. Stay safe and have a good night or day. Thank you, Raven. You too. Paul says, put 4. four big handfuls. Could it ever be too much? Wassa says, Lady Sky, want to unload about what's bothering you? I'm listening. And Lady Sky says, no issues with anyone in your chat. Well, then you're not bothering anybody. Or you're not starting anything. Did Corrupted join? No. No, ma'am. Oh, she says it's a bit complicated to even describe it. Jen says I worked for her yesterday, and I got Freddy's today from 5 to 11. Oh, well, you have all day to sleep. Good. Ivy says, Carl, how come you didn't sleep? Thank you, Ivy. Jen says, I'll post the finished drawing to my channel when it's done. Oh, I can't wait to see. I know you left that for Rosie, but I'm going to look too. Daddy, daddy, boo, boo. Wassa says, Lady Sky, well, if you do, I'll hear you out and offer no unwanted advice. I felt foolish after last night. I usually try not to do that. I don't know what happened. Carl says, too much on my mind, Ivy, which Tina knows about. Well, Carl says he does worry a lot about things. I'm sorry, Carl. Jen says, yeah. Is that a roux? Is butter, milk, and flour, and then cheese. Butter, milk, flour. Oh, I didn't know about the flour. Interesting. San. Hello, San. Good morning. Jen says, yep, Rosie. Probably in the next few days, I'll have the first fan art drawing done. So you add flour. I wonder if that makes a difference. Wassa says last night when Paul was having a bad night, which we all do, and we weren't just hearing him yesterday, but trying to change his thinking. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I thought about the same thing, and I thought it's completely natural for us to want someone to be happy, especially it's someone we've gotten to know and we care about. But I said the same thing. I realized I was trying to change his way of thinking just by my prayers for him. We're trying to change his will. But Wassa, again, I think it was all done in love, so I don't think you should feel any kind of way about it. Ivy says, okay, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. Thank you, Ivy, for coming by. We appreciate you. Oh, Carl says, miss you, Ivy. Rosie says, hey Cat, did MK talk with you today? I saw him this morning. You don't need to apologize, Paul. And you don't need to put on a brave face. I mean, it's important for you to be honest. Wassa says, oh yeah, it came from a good place, but it isn't the best thing to do. Ah, oh, Carl, you don't miss me, Rosie says. I see you, Rosie. Poet says, I'm on season 5. Ooh, going through it now, finally. Finally, episode 8 of SpongeBob. Wassa says nothing to apologize for, Paul. We all have those days. Jed says, I miss you, Rosie, and you make my day, to be honest. And sometimes those days are more than just days. And I have nothing else to say. I love you. You don't need to apologize for anything, Paul, at all. Aw, Jed says, I miss you, Rosie, and you make my day. She's like that, isn't she? Jack, Rosie says, no, like, did he chat with you and Yogi off YouTube? Because there's something I want to say, but I can't if it makes any sense. He has not spoken to me off of YouTube. I don't know about Yogi. Wassa says, I'm going to make a midnight coffee as if I don't have enough difficulty sleeping. Carl says, Rosie is not subscribed to me. Are you sure, Carl? And Rosie says, thank you, Jen. Lydia, just love Lydia. Let's see if she has a link. I asked her, but I don't know how much English she understands or if she knows I was talking to her. Paul says, if you knew me better, you would know a kind, humble, soft-hearted person. I think I kind of got that from you. Wassa says, Rosie was in your stream the other day. When I was there, question mark. She must be subscribed. Carl, how would you know if somebody's subscribed if they keep their subscriptions private? Shit. Empty. Your mom's empty. Oh, was he a subscribers only mode? Is that what was going on, Wassa? Jed says, you're very welcome anytime, Rosie. And at least I'm doing a more challenging drawing too. I think that's awesome. I think it's very brave. Rosie says, well, when MK chats with you guys, I asked him to because I'm unable to talk. And you will understand once MK tells you why. Okay. He was here first thing this morning. I don't know if he's still in the background. He said something about not going to the gym for 10 days. Wassa says, remember, Carl, when you promised to make me a managing moderator? Carl says, Ivy, A-Frame, and Tina are the only ones who talk to, is that me? Rosie says, but I'm busy. I can't join a lot. I try to join everyone that I know it's hard. Wassa says, I don't know. I'm just silly. Don't take anything I say too seriously. Lady Sky says, I did get something to relieve the frustration, though. Thanks to my mom, really. What was that? Cheesecake? Oh, that would relieve my frustration. Rosie, Rosie says he's probably going to later today when he has time. She says, not cheesecake. Dang it. Well, that would have been the best thing for me. Just take all my frustration out on a cheesecake. A Sonic M&M Blast ice cream. Cheesecake's much better, but that was really great. A Sonic M&M Blast sounds great. Wassa says cheesecake is far too rich. It makes me sick. So sorry for you. Carl says, I don't have time for Yogi. I wonder what you would have said if Yogi said that to you, Carl. Now, Yogi is fine if you don't have time for him. He wants you to do what's important to you, Carl, no matter what. And he says, I'm here 3 times a day. Come by anytime you want. But can you imagine, Carl, if you said, I need help with subscribers, and Yogi says, Carl, I don't have time for you. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Paul says cheesecake. The 8th wonder of the world. I agree. Lady Sky says, yes, it's delicious. I drove by Dairy Queen the other day and I thought about it. But you know what? Again, there's nothing like Dairy Queen after you've worked so hard all day long and it's so hot to just go through the drive through and get a big old whatever you get at Dairy Queen. It's the best. Jen says, Rosie, maybe after my second fan art drawing, I'll try to start my second song. And Jen says, I love cheesecake. I remember you had it for your birthday. Rosie says, Carl, but he has time for you. Carl says, plain streams are better. The plain streams are oddly addicting, Carl. Lady Sky says, peppermint bark cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory restaurant. Oh, that sounds really good. Paul says, perfect peanut butter. Carl says he certainly doesn't, Rosie. Carl, did you answer? Are you working today, Carl? Huh. Huh. Lady Sky says, I know, right? Sounds amazing, Cat. Ever go to the Cheesecake Factory? No, ma'am. I don't think I've ever been. Matt is alive says, just when you thought that food couldn't make a phone call out of nowhere, onion rings. That's very good. I have not heard that one before, Matt. And good morning to you. Oh. Jen says, I'm definitely more full than when I was earlier in the night. This is not the same day. Rosie says, Carl, Yogi always has time, whether he shows up to your live stream or not. He still loves you. Plus, he supports you. It's okay, Carl. Yogi loves you no matter what, and he'll always be there for you if you need him. Jed says, I believe I actually just ate my dinner early in the morning. Why not? I used to hate eating dinner for breakfast, but now I don't have that problem. Pepsi did that to me. I can eat anything any time of day. Carl says, I have new friends, Cat, who are cleaning my channel out. I know they wouldn't let me in, Carl. They're doing too good of a job. By the way, Carl says he's going live today. Our friend Lee is going live today. This morning. Carl will be this afternoon, I think. Yes, Carl? Rosie says, I'm Yogi and Cat's bodyguard. You're funny. Daniel says, love to you all, and yes. Thank you for that, Daniel. Jen says, because I don't remember cooking anything when I got back from taking a coworker to work. When you take them to work, is that when you work for your mom or the other job? Wassa says, Bah, I wrote a new song. I spent hours on the prompt and lyrics and describing all the little details. And I just now checked the first two iterations and they're poop. I did that same thing yesterday. Uh-oh. Carl says goodbye. Goodbye, Carl. I love you. Have a good day. Well, he said hi, JP. I don't know who JP is, but hello, JP. Have a good day, Carl. I will do my best. I have a doctor's appointment or dentist appointment this afternoon, Carl, at 3:20, so I might miss some of your live. Okay? I will do my best, though. I'll even bring a dentist note if you want me to. Matt is alive says, last week I went to the store and purchased a belt. It cost me almost $75. It was a huge waste. Rosie says, Carl, if I join, will you kick me out? And ouch, I was there yesterday. No luck on going. I'm sorry, Daniel. Oh, I miss Coffee Cake. I didn't see. There she is. Hi, Coffee Cake. I missed you somewhere along the ride. There you are. Hello, my friend. Rosie says, ugh. Rosie, he did send me an email. I haven't answered yet, but are you in the background, Marlon? He probably was listening to you. He's like, okay. Okay. All right. I feel a little dread about this, Rosie. Is it something I might feel a little dread about? Is it something I might rather not know? Wassa says, Bish, I was just making the coffee. Well, it's about time. She's always bringing the coffee train, and it's about time somebody makes her a cup of coffee. Marlon did. Carl says for his live stream, it's over 18. I was thinking the same thing when he said, I have new friends cleaning out my channel. I was like, be careful who your friends are, Carl, in my mind. And you just said it. Cautious with new friends, Carl, especially when you have tried and true ones already. They may turn out great, but you never know. So interesting. Lady Sky says, okay, I'm going back to bed now, Cat. Sweet dreams, Lady Sky. I'm sure I will see you sometime today around Yogi's. Wasta says 100% absolute total poop. Like watery explosion. Me too. Like I said, I tried twice and then I gave up. I said, I'll go back at it later. Rosie says, I think you should know, but to be honest, I thought you would get upset at me, you and Yogi, but MK said you won't and you need to know, especially. I can't deal with being scared or getting chest pain from, well, you should not. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely would never get upset with you, Rosie. Hi, Corey's Outdoor Adventures. How are you? Good to see you. Wassa says good night, Lady Sky. Well, he didn't say anything in email. He just said, I need to hear something. Hi, Rich. How are you? And if it's somebody else saying something about me or Yogi, maybe I don't need to know because that's happened before and I just don't pay attention. Coffee Cake says to make this heart, type YTG with those characters, but all together, really. Lady Sky says hugs to everyone. Love y'all. Carl says you're wrong, Cap. Good morning, Grumpy Sapper. What am I wrong about, Carl? You going live today, or I don't know, honey. You'll have to help me out. Colon YTG colon. I couldn't think of what that little symbol was. Really interesting. Are these little YouTube chat hacks that you've got going on? There are too many on YouTube, and it's very toxic, sadly. Too many. Rosie says, this is something I can't keep quiet on. Or I would have. It didn't get this bad. I don't feel safe. And no, okay, you don't feel safe. Okay, yes, definitely. Okay. Well, I definitely want to know when it refers to you. Hey, look, they even have a, huh, huh. All right, there we go. You know, Rosie, I have an email. You could always email yourself if you wanted to, if you get brave enough. Okay, fair enough, Rosie. I just emailed him back. Anything I can do to help you, sweetheart, or just to know to look out for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Rich. Good to see you. Did your wife make you coffee? I was scared to even talk until Marlon said they need to know. Absolutely. Daniel says to coffee, Hi, I love coffee. I just put a bit of cream in my coffee and I was fixing to go. But my tummy is sad, but I can't go happy poop. TMI, I know. Opal Rose. Jack says, Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Dylan says, I love animals. Me too. Hi, Dylan. Daniel sending some love to Rich. Did you have coffee, Daniel? Jen says, I was washing dishes. Sorry, no worries. Happy Wednesday. I know it's not Wednesday. Daniel says, I am going, my sweet friend Jackie. Well, Jack, I hope you have a good morning, Daniel. We love you and thank you for hanging out with us. He says no, but I could make some. Just coffee sometimes helps me go. Marlon says meowy morning again. Meowy morning. Marlon. Grumpy Cypher says, Is Jack sleeping with his eyes open? Yes. Rich says to Jed, Poet, good morning. Dylan says, Hi, I am born with autism, so yeah. I'm a lovely kid, and you have a lovely whispering voice. Aw, thank you, Dylan. Welcome. Wassa says, Daniel, do you smoke cigarettes? If not, get a piece of nicotine gum. That'll make you a happy poop for sure. Daniel says, coffee. Jed at Poet for You says, I appreciate you, and good morning, Rich. Opal Rose says, coffee plus GERD means I'm stuck on the pot for a while. Wassa says to Dylan, nice to meet you. I answered you back on email, Marlon. Rosie says, Rich, me and Corrupted need money, LOL. We only have 8 pennies, but could you give us 2 more so the number is even at least? Joyce, hello, good morning. Rosie says, hey, MK, and thank you. Jed says, I appreciate you too, Rosie, and you're an amazing friend. Grumpy Sapper says to Rich, you should be sleeping. Wassa says, hello, Joyce, and Carl says, goodbye. Goodbye, Carl. Have a good day, my friend. I don't know if you're working or not, but whatever you do, I hope it's a good day, and I'll try to catch you live. That's right. I thought you already left. I thought I already said this. Wassa says, Marlon is here. I missed his chat somehow. Because he says like one word and then leaves. Rosie says, Carl, don't you dare leave me. Rich says, Grumpy, we go to sleep early and wake up early. And Wassa says, good day, Carl. Rosie says, Wasa, he just joined again. Carl says, I'm talking to my new friends, Rosie. I gotta blow my nose. Carl's making me cry. Carl says, I'm talking to my new friends, Rosie. And Rosie says, am I still one of your friends, Carl? That's what we all need to know. Are we still your friends? Do you want us to still show up at your live streams? Inquiring minds need to know, Carl. Let's turn that fan off. It got cold. It's cold, Jackie. Rosie says, I have no friends. Could I join? You know what's sad? Is that for real? I have a dentist appointment at the end of the month, and I need somebody to drive me there to sit, and they have to actually sit in the office and wait for me. It's stupid, or else they won't do the surgery. So I have to have somebody take me, sit there and wait for me, and take me home. Luckily, it's not going to be much more than an hour, but I don't have anybody to ask. I'm going to have to call somebody from Uber and pay them extra to sit there for me. Coffee is great at 4 in the morning. It sure is. Dylan says, it's been so hot. It's been 90 degrees. It makes me angry, agitated, and I feel like yelling. I don't like being hot, and I don't know how to cool off very well. Aw, but your lovely voice is helping me calm down. Water. Swim. If you can't swim, how about a cold bathtub? That's what I used to do when I lived in Florida. If I didn't have a pool or lived near the beach, when the hurricanes came through and we had no power, I'd just run cold water in the bathtub and sit in it. But I get you. Being too hot or being really uncomfortable like that can make me angry too. For no reason, just because I'm so uncomfortable. Oh, Rosie says, if Carl says we are not friends, I'm joining Pepsi. Rosie says, my mom was waiting for me yesterday. They gave me a shot that numbs me. That hurt and it still does. I don't understand, Rosie. What was this for? Wassa says, if you buy me a plane ticket and rent me a car, I'll take you. Then I'll go fish that reservoir before I head home. Funny. I'm getting enough dental work done that they're going to do sedation. So I'm all for that. I'd like to be completely out, but it's going to be sedation, so I won't be all right to drive. Kobe says, I like Pepsi better than Coke. Does that make me, no, that makes you my best friend. Rosie says, hey, Cat, I'll drive you. But a few warnings. I don't have a license. I also have anxiety from driving, so we might die. LOL. Would you still care to join? Yes. Oh, you were at the dentist yesterday and they numbed you up. Got you. Wasa says, oh no, I'll go bigfooting there. That would be a dream. Is it ginseng season? I don't know. I don't do that sort of thing. Did you mention it in Yogi's and he said something about how people have their areas staked off and claimed and it can get to be a dangerous thing? Dylan says, yeah, I tell people to give me personal space when I feel hot because I get very irritable and I don't want to be bothered with and I want to be alone. I understand that. Carl says Pepsi are closing one of their factories here. Well, that's better than them being completely out of Ireland, like you told me, Carl. That's actually good news then. Big cup of coffee. Jackie, hi, baby. Hi, honey. I didn't know you were watching me. Little weirdo. Can't get away from him. Okay. Wait, Cat, question your surgery. No, I'll go live before it because it's at like 8 in the morning. And it's only a half-hour drive, but it's like 20 minutes to find your way through the hospital. So I'll have to leave here a little early. But no, yeah, I'll still live stream. Aw. Jed says, Rosie, I appreciate you and love you too. You're a great friend and thank you. Dylan says, I know it. I hear something outside. Dylan says, I know it's a bad habit, but I love to drink soda and I get so thirsty and I can't stop drinking. Oof. Yeah, just brush your teeth a lot. Wassa says, no, I never spoke with Yogi about it. Somebody else was speaking about it then. Like I said, sometimes I just am listening in the background while I'm doing stuff. So I'll only catch parts of conversations. But I know how it is, and I'd go fully camoed, stealth ninja styles. I was an Indian Scouts. I can creep unseen through any woods. I don't know. These boys don't play around here. You know, everybody has a gun. If they don't have a gun, they have a shotgun. Everybody. Just not worth it for me. Carl says the factory they're closing is going to be a new train station. Really? Wassa says, Carl, you return to us. You do love us. I, I forget that he leaves. Hi, Village Food. How are you? Nice to see you. Grumpy says, I will be glad when our internet is back to normal speed here. I can't currently live stream. I can't live stream currently because of the conflict. I don't, it's 4:15. That was not Yogi. I'm not sure what it was. Carl says Carl does love us, but he's shy to show us. I know he does. I definitely know he does. And Carl, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, Carl. Wassa says, Dylan, yeah, that stuff is a bit toxic. But if that's your worst habit, you're probably doing good. Rosie says, I have a water gun. Let's join. Oh, Rosie. Dylan says, yeah, I tend to lose appetite and not be able to eat much, feeling nauseous and feeling thirsty so much. Look, there's Marlon. Marlon says, welcome to the autistic gang then. Rosie says, Marlon, you say a few words, then leave. Oh, was that, maybe that was, there you go, it was email. Hmm. Okay. Mm, that's okay, Marlon. Dylan says, so anyways, I got that out of the way. Do you have a dog? Dylan? Who do you mean? Rosie says I should have wrote it and let you copy and paste. I'm stupid. What can I? You're not stupid at all. Daniel says, I am back. I don't have no coffee, but I remember that the Nesquik helped me out. Rosie says, Marlon, are you a fast typer? Okay. He says it depends. And Dylan says, because it's got something to do with Cat and Jack, I was just wondering. Or do you mean do I have a cat? Because you can see I have a dog. No, I am Cat. Does that answer what you're asking? Daniel says, and plus the 2% milk. Rosie says, I feel like you are, Marlon. I'm fast when my fingers don't hurt from typing. Dylan says, yes, question mark? Yes, me. Me. I'm Cat. Hello. And Jack is the sleepy dog, doing what he does best. He's acknowledging by waving his feet at you. He's sending Morse code. Dot, 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 dot. Dylan says he sure is a good dog. I know that. He is, definitely. Okay, back. Rosie says, I mean, come on now, Marlon. You're fast to catch a fish or a gator, but it depends on typing. Jack, what do you think about that? Rosie says, oh, Jack, did I tell you I love you? Jed says, Marlon, I subscribe to your channel. Dylan says, what kind of TV do you have? It says TCL on it, but it has Roku on it. What about you, Dylan? Do you like TV? Marvin says, I'll drive you. Just need a plane. And everybody wants a plane ticket. It'd be much cheaper just to hire a stranger from Uber to come do it on their off time. I know lots of people, like I know people who would do it for me, but then they might think, you know, I'm almost, I don't even want to talk about what I'm almost tempted to do. It's craziness. It's craziness. Dylan says, oh yes, I love watching cartoons. Really? What's your favorite cartoon? Cat, I'm telling you, I'll come, but there's a risk. LOL. Rosie, you should come hang out with me. I bet you come stay with me. We'll hang out. I'll teach you how to drive. You can go up and down the driveway. It's really safe. And the good thing about Tennessee is, unless you get on the highway, it's always 35 miles around here. 35 miles an hour. So even if something is 10 minutes down the road, it's going to take you half an hour to get there. Village Food is sending love. Thank you, my friend. Maddie says, Cat, much love. Same to you, Maddie. Maddie is off next week. I hope he does lots of fishing and fun stuff. Do you ever take the little ones fishing? Dylan says, the Flintstones. That reminds me, do you have MeTV? I do. I think I do. It's free, right? Rosie says, LOL, Cat wants to do the surgery and drive herself. You're like my mom, if that's what you're thinking. Was thinking that, but they're very strict. And like I said, you can't just have somebody come wait for you out in the parking lot and come up when you're done. You have to sit in the waiting room and wait for you. Ridiculous. I do have a brother near me, but he's not reliable. Not at all. And he might act up and act a fool and get me thrown out of there. So, oh, Maddie says no, they don't like fishing. I would guess, wait a minute. Yes, I would guess that was our Yogi. Nope, it was not Yogi Bell. Okay, I got it. Rosie says, Cat, you and my mom would be great friends. Well, then she could drive me. Dylan says, oh yeah, you can have the original Me TV as well as Me TV cartoons or Me TV Tunes, which is a sister channel. I didn't know that. I love Flintstones too. Flintstones was fun. And because Wilma's a redhead, can't go wrong there. We're all about the redheads around here. Jack, did you move? You did move. How dare you? Daniel says, broken, sending love to broken. Jet says, Rosie, did you like my comment? Yes, Jet, she saw it. I remember we talked about how Rosie does not like pressure, so you keep pressuring her about the comments. Might make her uncomfortable. Maddie says, beautiful morning here. And the kids don't like fishing, really. Oh, so sad. Beautiful morning here. Bright blue skies. The ice has melted. You still have ice? Oh my goodness. Irish cheddar. That is perfect. Yes, Golden Dog Mom. Absolutely. The worst. Irish cheddar or cheddar. Jed says, thank you, Jed. What do you think, Jack? Huh? Aww. Marlon, what do you think is the reason that dogs spin before they lay down? Spin and give you dirty looks before they lay down. Uh-huh. I hear you, sir. Daniel says, I'm going for real. Love y'all. Bye, Daniel. I love you too. I hope your tummy's good and you get some sleep. Golden Dog Mom says, I love my golden girl. I have a golden retriever who's red too. No way. See, that's what I was looking for at first because I fell in love with a huge golden retriever who was so red you would not know he was a golden retriever. And his name was Red. So hard to find them though. Oh no. Maddie says, yes, the car was frozen this morning. Wow. Rosie says, my mom would actually drive you. Not saying this because she's my mom. No, there have been many times she drove people walking with groceries in their hands in the streets, and she tells them, I'll drive you. Aw. Rosie, where do you guys live? What area? Oh, never mind. Daniel says, I am going for, I already read that. Cool. I was just wondering if your area was a lot safer because I think about doing stuff like that too, but it's so, you just never know about the people out there anymore as much as you want to help. And I feel like you shouldn't let fear control what's something you want to do to help somebody. Golden Dog Mom says, ah, sweet angel face, thank you. How'd you know? No. Marlon says because they want to show off. And nah, probably makes them find the best position angle. You think? Rosie says my cat does that too. She's trying to find her comfy spot. Rosie says, MK, how is your cat? And Paul says, bye, Daniel. Golden Dog Mom says, my girl's name is Delilah or Lila. Nice. Lila. And we have a cat named Layla. We have Layla and Lila. Dylan says, yeah, MeTV Tunes relaunched. That was our half-hour notice. Not warning, notice for Yogi's live stream. It relaunched June 25th, 2024. You should look it up, definitely. I will. Sometimes I am in the mood for cartoons. When I just want to relax and slip into a nice, innocent type world, cartoons is the best. Well, depending on what cartoons you watch. The classics like the Flintstones, yes. Huh. Marlon says might also be easier to lay down from a spin if you're four-legged. That's a new way to look at it. Paul says I will pick him up. You would pick up somebody? Definite, really, Paul. You have. Huh. I wonder if it's different because, never mind. It shouldn't be. I was like, I wonder if it's different because I'm a female. Marlon says Lila is good, just a bit bored. And Golden Dog Mom says Layla and Lila, that would be cute duo, yes. Oh, that surprises me, Paul. Broken and Dumb Rosie says, where I live, it's dangerous to walk, especially because they put signs not to walk, but people don't listen. Even bikers are in danger in the area of doing that, but I can't talk because I do the same. Ah, I see. Marlon says, even us humans, we do kind of turn and twist when we sit down on the ground. I don't turn and twist before I sit down. Dylan says, I would do a schedule of what all they air, but I can't do that because I would run out of room in chat stream. But they do have a lot of variety, which is amazing. Golden Dog Mom says, my old senior cat is getting older, sadly. I have to pick him up now when he wants to go far distances. And he's 17 now. Wow. We have a friend. He usually falls asleep in the stream. His name is Michael. And he has two cats in particular now that are around 17. And he puts them to bed. He sets one up to watch TV. And one of them, he does the insulin shots every couple hours. He's an amazing cat dad. Rosie says, LOL, I'm around the woods enough. That's probably why there's no spaces to walk or bike ride. Okay. Think about it, Cat. You don't go straight down. You do a bit of a rotation when you sit on the ground. Oh, I love cat dads. Right? Marlon is the one who has the cat, um, who's amazing. But Michael Catanza, is that his name? All right. Let's see. Am I doing this on purpose? No. I would just, okay, if Jack was here, I would walk up and be like this. Or how else do I sit down? Let me think about it. I never spin to sit down. Am I going to get up from this spot? Maybe. Maybe. So I don't spin. Sorry, Jack thinks I'm crazy. He's like, what are you doing? No spinning going on here, Marlon. Aw, I told you Jack loves mushroom. All right, glasses back. You never saw someone sit like that then. They weren't training. Thank you, Dylan. Strong quads and healthy knees, yes. It's helpful at work. I think that's probably why, because I do have to get up and down a lot at work. I didn't realize my makeup's flowing down my face. Smarty pants cat. Okay. Dylan says, so when will you do your live stream again? Tomorrow morning. Where are you at, Dylan? Are you Eastern Standard Time? Do you know? We go live every morning, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Occasionally, I will take a morning off, but it's just random. That's so random. You're right, Rosie. Always at 3 a.m. Rosie says, OMG, the eyes. What eyes? The eyes are everywhere. The hills have eyes. The monkey has eyes. guys. 3 a.m. is when I go to bed, Moreland says. I think that's how I would be if I had a choice. Dylan says, I live in Western Kentucky. Okay, so you're an hour behind. Sorry, but I've been suffering from depression, Dylan. Don't be sorry. And so many people do suffer from depression that you are not alone. Do you have people you can talk to at home, Dylan? Rosie says, LOL, Cat, if I drove you, those eyes that are on the monkey will be on your eyes and they will be that wide open. I considered that. I did think about doing that. All this laughing. Okay, are you ready, Rosie? I can't see anything. Can you see me? Oh. Dang it. Rosie's laughing. Aw, and Rosie says, love you, Dylan. Yeah, you're definitely welcome here, Dylan, anytime. Golden Dog Mom says, aw, Babes was resting. He's used to me. My, what big eyes you have. I'm Monkey's mommy. Too bad Jack wouldn't hold still long enough. Jen says, I was drinking strawberry and raspberry juice. That sounds really good. I'm doing orange juice and pineapple juice right now, mixed with my lemonade. Dylan says, I do talk to my friends. It's just that I still can't get over this hot summer. Was back in July 2025 and I'm still depressed since then. My depression usually lasts through fall and winter. Oh, yeah. I think November and February are really tough months for me. Dylan says, I don't know why it's not going away. Do you have a doctor that you can talk to? As far as maybe some medication, some really light medication to help you, even if it's just temporarily? Golden Dog Mom says, same. Seasonal depression is a real thing. I used to do crazy things every November. And then by February, I was just tanked out, and I won't tell you how far low I can go. Probably just as low as any one of you, as far as being depressed. Paul says, you're among people that understand, Dylan. Souls Malone, hello, my friend. This is beautiful pup. It's good to see you. I've seen you before, I believe. Nice name. Rosie says, I hate depression. It's certainly not fun. And it can almost be addicting at a certain point. Just be easier to be depressed than to get out of being depressed. At least that was something for me. Rosie says, I wish it wasn't a thing. I agree. Golden Dog Mom says, what is your baby's name, by the way? Sorry for, no, it's okay. Jack. That's Jack. Hey, Jack. Jack. Good morning, Jack. A little side-eye action there. Souls Malone says, depression is rough. I've been there several times. Yep, Dylan, you're not alone. Rosie says the monkey's eyes. Hey, monkey, did you watch them take Debbie? Who did it? Tell me. Mm-hmm. Suno, I'm done with you. I am done with you. All right. Something got Dylan. I'm sorry. Hang on. Let's get you back in there. I don't know why it was holding it, but Dylan says in July and August when it's so hot, I become okay. That's why. And people would yell at me and tell me, "Hey, you're going to cool off right now, and you're not going to yell at me," which I can't help it. So some impulse control issues. Is that it? I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Hello again, Souls Malone. Tommy says, "Happy dreams to you, doggy from Sweden." Good to see you again, Tommy. Um, Dylan says, "Yeah, it is I do have impulse control issues, and that's why I'm depressed, and I'd regret it after what I'd acted." You know what? I've been there too, Dylan. Finally, I mean, whew, finally, I think I have been able to work beyond that, where I didn't kick a wall, or what else would I do? I do have a hole in the wall where I kicked it when I was upset one time. So yeah, I get it. I broke a vacuum. Um, so I get it, Dylan. And I don't know, are you on any kind of medication for depression? And would you consider it? I think I did. Is it Celexa for a couple years? Golden Dog Mom says, Jack is so cute. I wish I could squeeze him. And he's he allows it. I hold him down and just love on him like crazy and squeeze him, and he just sits there and wags his tail. He's very accommodating. That's the word I wanted. Dylan says, I believe my anxiety medication. I wonder if there are two different things, Dylan, because I have anxiety medication now, which is just a as needed type thing, whereas mm-mm, the medicine to help with depression was an everyday thing. Oh, so smart. Rosie says, Dylan, have you tried breath work before? To at least feel relaxed. If not, our friend Yogi is a great person who can help you feel better. Breathwork has helped me with panic attacks and depression and anxiety. Paul says, I remember those dog hugs. They felt good. Paul, find your way to Tennessee. I will share Jack with you. And Yogi also says that if you do breath work 3 times a day, not because you need it, but as a maintenance, that it will definitely help you with all those things. I mean, you can also do them as spot treatments, but it's always better to catch it before it happens. And he says doing breath work 3 times will help with that. All right, let's put Yogi's link up. Golden Dog Mom says, how old is Jack? Oh, gosh. Okay, I think Jack is 5 going on 6. Or is he 6 going on? No, he can't be 6 going on 7. I'm in denial, so my answer is 6. Rosie says Dylan Yogi is an awesome person. By the way, he's taught me a lot, and I really think he can help you. Marlon says I got to go. See you all. Okay, Marlon, I love you. Thank you. Dylan says I just don't know what to do when I feel hot. Go run yourself a cold bathtub. But also, Dylan, by the way, there is a breath work you can do to cool off. It's called a cooling breath. Am I right, Marzi? I think I've heard cooling breath before. Golden Dog Mom says, "Aw, one of my other dogs is turning 5. We have 2. Aw." Rosie says, you said you sleep now. Are you going to bed? Marlon. Okay. Nope. It's not what I want. There we go. Oh. 4:25 a.m. That's the one. Not that one. Here we go. Here we go. Golden Dog Mom says Delilah is turning 3 this year. Aw. Mm-mm-mm. We'll be heading. I'm not going to be heading anybody. All right. There is Yogi's link. And if you cannot click a link, I will just give you his screen name to search. There we go. There you go. Dylan says, where's Rosie anyway? All right. Rosie says, Dylan, that happens to me a lot. He asks how you feel, then from there he tells and shows you how to do breath work. I get hot a lot at night, but with breath work, it cools my temperature down. Nice. I know Delilah after dark. Golden Duck Mom says, I named her after the radio personality named Delilah. I have heard of her. I used to work nights, so. Dylan says, well, I can't get to it. That's okay. I gave you his name. You can always type it in. He goes live at 5-ish. There we go. Golden Dog Mom says, oh, OMG, someone who has heard of her, yay. Rosie says, Dylan, join Yogi. I'm going to ask for breath work for me. Join in, and I promise it will at least make you feel calm and relaxed. And Miss Room, how has your day been? She says she's been accosted by monkeys and people with big eyes. She's not sure how her day is. Dylan says, I'm trying to go to his icon. It's not working either. No, you might have to copy his name or write down his name, his handle, and put it in the search bar. Rosie says, LOL, she's shocked. Mr. Possessive said, Monkey's seen some stuff. Surely has. How are you, Mr. Possessive? She said that emoji matches the monkey. Golden Dog Mom says, well, I'm going to try and sleep. Thank you for sharing your boy with me. Well, thank you for coming by and saying hello. We appreciate you. I hope to see you again. Paul, everybody says hello to Master Possessive. He says, I'm great, tired but good. How are you? Jack and Cat and Chat. We are all good. I don't know about Chat. They'll have to answer for themselves. Y'all have to answer for yourselves and your own actions. That's all I have to say. Jed says, I'm probably going to get some sleep. Good idea, Jed. We'll talk to you later. Have a good day at work tonight. Mr. Possessive says, hey, Paul and Rosie. How are you? And how are you feeling, Paul? Any better? And Rosie says, hey, Paul, did I ask? That's so funny. How are you? If not, how are everybody's asking at the same time. He says, I'm good, thank you. Dylan says, well, crap, I don't know how to find a search bar. Oh, are you on a phone or are you on a computer? Rosie's laughing. Jax, I love you, she says. Mr. Possessive says, glad to hear it, Paul. And Paul is smiling. Dylan says, I'm on my phone. I think if you go out of this live stream and stay on YouTube, on the very top. I don't know about your phone. Let me look at my phone. Let me see. My screen's so dirty, it's embarrassing. Okay. I don't know if yours looks the same as mine, but up here in the corner. And you can just put, if just a yogi doing burpees in his basement comes up, that's also him. Did you find the search bar? Up there in the corner once you go out of chat. Do one more time. Where are we? This is you. And if you go out, search bar. I hope you find it. I hope that was helpful. Mr. Possessive says we made it through April Fools, and that's a blessing. Well, it's safe if you don't go out of the house. Jed says good night, everyone. Sweet dreams, Jed. And Paul says good night. Oh, okay. That was not a beep for Yogi. It would be way too early. And totally unexpected, right? Okay. Marvin is live now. If you want to go say hi. Okay. Dylan says, I'm sorry, I'm repeating this. How do you find Yogi's real YouTube name again? Okay, did you find a search bar? Mr. Possessive says, yeah, right. Like your whole cast of characters weren't pranking you all day. No. I think, I was speaking to Yogi about it yesterday too. Not about what it was, but it was just a really off day um, yesterday. Mr. Possessive says, search just a yogi. I did, but I'm wondering his real name. Well, his real name isn't on his channel. His real name is Eric McCarty. But just a yogi or just a yogi doing burpees in his basement. Um, maybe it had to do with the moon. I was wondering. Rosie says, Dylan, do you know how to copy and paste? That or that, maybe it was just time to deal with some crap. And sometimes when you're dealing with crap, you don't feel so great. Walking tall. What is really going on? No Deborah. Just Dale. Ran away with Jack. Is all sprawled out. Walking tall. Did you not see me tag you this morning? Do you look at your notifications? I was waiting for you to come in and be all excited and say something to me, and all you do is coming and complaining about Deborah. Right? Mr. says this is ew. Dealing with crap sucks. I may have to mention it to me in a post. I can do that. And we will do Dylan Thomas. Walking Tosses, do you still remember my real name? Are you a Jeff too? I hope I'm not wrong. I wonder if I can do that. No. Share Yogi's live on your post page. Walking tall, you're so funny. Buford is cleaning. Paul says, who's Buford? Are they cleaning for me? I'd like to say thank you. I'm just trying to find Dylan's name enough so that I can tag him. I don't know if he knows how to see a tag though. All right, let's try Cat. At DILLONTAOMAS. What are the numbers? C612 dash. This is a lot of work, y'all. Z612W. All right. I did the best I can. I posted. Dylan, if you know how to go to my page and go to my posts, I posted it there. I know your name is Cat&Jack, so yeah, I know it. It's not I, not AI. Oh, 26I12, not one. Thank you. See it. I see it now. How do I fix my boo now? Channel. Posts. Edit. Can I edit this? I can. Good. All right, try it again. Dylan says, well, I better leave the stream and wait for my notification, I guess. Or just if you go to my YouTube channel and go under either the posts or community page, it should be there for you. Kevin, hello. The dog is super cute. Thank you. Who's Buford Paul? What did I miss? Well, just, mm-mm-mm. Opal Rose says, want to know something funny? Both of our dogs are named Jack, but mine's Jack Skellington. Oh, really? We love Jack and Sally because Sally's a redhead and Jack is Jack. I think that's funny you say that because well, I have them all over the place, but we love Jack Skellington around here. Oh, I also have a Sally Halloween costume. I'm with you, sister. We're like peas in a pod. Poss is Walking Tall, the movie. He was the sheriff. True story. Walking Tall. Was I was I wrong? I know. Darn it. Uh-oh. Just a Yogi is live. And it's 5:08 a.m. Kind of early for him. Opal says, I got limited edition epoxy resin molds. Really? That's really cool. My stupid sister says you must make an adorable Sally. I don't know. We'll see. Opal says, same. Dylan says, okay, I have found him, and by the looks of it, he seems to know what he's doing, although I have to meet him yet. Yes. He does do a lesson first thing in the morning, so But he usually, if Rosie wants to do breath work, he will definitely do breath work with her. Mr. Possessor says, have a great one, everyone. You too. Have fun. Stay out of trouble, though, but have lots of fun. Yes, see you later, Dylan. It was good meeting you, and I hope I see you again. Paul says love to everyone. I love you, Paul. Opal Rose says, yeah, it was worth the 500 for them just because they were a nightmare before Christmas. Wow. Walking Tall says there is only one true Jack. That's a different Walking Tall. I don't take my name from the movie. I take my name because I am 6'8" tall. Walking Tall was I correct? Was your name Jeff? If not, you need to fix me before I leave. Hi, Vladimir. Oh my gosh, Vasilil was just here asking about you. It's good to see you. How are you doing? We are doing really well, Vladimir. Wassa says later, Master. That's what he says. Vladimir, have you and Basil exchanged information? You guys should. You should exchange emails. He says, I missed him today too. Not today, but I think he was here. If not yesterday, the day before. He was here for a couple days. He seems to be doing well. Vladimir says, no, we didn't. I think again, eventually you guys will. Opal says, I'll put a pic of him in the community later. I would love that. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Walking Tall. I'm waiting on your answer, sir. Hitting my watch. Hitting my wrist. Walking Tall says, I am Jack's uncle. Cat is my fiance now. Since you all wanted to know, now you know. Even if you didn't want to know, you still know. Vladimir says, but then again, their airline doesn't fly to Ethiopia, so I could never meet him. You never know. You just never know. No, ma'am, my name is not. So what is your name? I don't think you've ever told me. Tell me, and I'll tell you if you did tell me and I just forgot. Wassa says to Vladimir, how are you? How are you doing? Getting closer to your trip home, which is exciting. Alrighty. Well, I'm fixing to leave without ever knowing Walking Walking Tall's real name. At least not today. Wasa says to Walking Tall, Yogi isn't going to be stoked about that. What did you say Yogi could do for us? I said something about that to Walking Tall before, and he said, Yogi can do such and such for us. It was hilarious. Oh, Vladimir says nothing, Wasa. Walking Tall says, this is the second time I've told you my name is not Jeff. No, Jeff. Jeff is, but what is it, is what I'm saying. Oh, you're just too, I don't think so. I don't know if we're going to work out. Not Jeff. That is your name until you tell me your name. All right, guys, I'm going to go for real. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me, Paul. I love you. Even if you're not okay and you're pretending to be okay, I love you. But if you're really okay, I still love you. I just love you. Bye, guys. Vladimir, I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you more. He says, are you Russian, brother Wasa? Walking Tall says, last time my name is Albert. No, your name is Albert. See, I would have remembered that because, oh no, I'm sorry, Walking Tall. Do you have a middle name? Really, you did not tell me your name. I know for a fact you did not. But I can call you anything? I can call you anything. Okay, not Jeff. It's so much better than Albert. Wasa might be gone, Vladimir. I'm sorry we missed you today. Oh, but yeah, we're down to one. Wasa says, nice to meet you. Message retracted. Nice to meet you. I'm lost. Vladimir, I hope you have a good day. I hope I get to catch you again and talk to you soon. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you again. Bye.